In a bright little house at the end of Rainbow Street lived a happy boy named Leo. Leo had curly brown hair, big curious eyes, and a laugh that sounded like bells. Leo loved building towers, drawing rockets, playing with cars, reading storybooks, and pretending to be a brave explorer. But Leo had one tiny problem. Well, maybe not tiny. Leo never put things back where they belonged. If he used crayons, they stayed on the floor. If he played with toy cars, they stayed under the bed. If he took his shoes off, one shoe went near the sofa and the other shoe somehow reached the kitchen. Mom, Leo, please put your things back after using them. Leo, okay, Mom, I will do it later.
Bye,
But
Mom.
later never came. One sunny morning, Leo jumped out of bed with a big smile. Leo, today is the school costume parade. I'm going to be Captain Rainbow. I'm going to be Captain Rainbow. Leo had a shiny red cape, a cardboard shield, and a special golden star badge. The badge was the most important part of his costume. He picked it up, looked at it proudly, and said, "With this golden badge, Captain Rainbow is ready to save the day." Suddenly, Mr. Whiskers jumped onto the table. Leo, Mr. Whiskers, don't step on my costume. Leo quickly moved his badge to the sofa, picked up his cape, ran to find his shoes, then stopped. Leo, wait, where are my shoes? He looked under the bed. No shoes. He looked behind the curtains. No shoes. He looked inside his toy box. There was one shoe. Aha! Found one! Then Mia walked in, holding the other shoe. Leo, why was your shoe in my dollhouse? Maybe it wanted to visit? Shoes do not visit dollhouses. Leo laughed, grabbed his shoes, and ran back to finish his costume. But then, the golden badge was gone. Oh no! My badge! My Captain Rainbow badge is missing! He looked on the sofa.
Where is it?
No badge.
Under the
He
cushions.
checked the table.
Not on
No
the table.
badge.
My pockets.
He checked his
Oh,
pockets. No badge. He even checked inside his cereal bowl. Mom, Leo, why are you looking inside your cereal? Because my badge might be hungry. Everyone searched. Mia looked under the chairs. Mom checked the laundry basket. Leo crawled under the sofa with a flashlight. But instead of finding the badge, Leo found many other things. Leo, my blue crayon, my missing dinosaur, my tiny race car, and a cookie? Leo, that cookie is from last week. Oh. The clock went tick-tock, tick-tock. The school parade was starting soon. Leo's smile became smaller and smaller. I can't be Captain Rainbow without my badge. Look, Leo, sometimes when we don't put things back in their place, things get lost. Leo looked around his messy room. Crayons were under the table, books were on the floor, toy blocks were in his backpack, his socks were hanging from a toy crane. I guess my room is a little messy. A little? Leo, your room looks like a toy tornado came through it. Suddenly, they heard a funny sound. Meow.
Oh,
Mr. Whiskers ran across the room with something shiny in his mouth.
a shiny star.
The badge!
Leo.
Mr. Whiskers has my badge!
Be careful, sweetie.
Mr. Whiskers jumped onto the chair, then onto the table, then onto the bookshelf. Come back, Captain Kitty! Don't scare him. Use the toy mouse. Leo reached for Mr. Whiskers' favorite toy mouse. But the toy mouse was not in its basket. Oh no, where is the toy mouse? Mia crossed her arms. Did you put it back after playing with Mr. Whiskers yesterday? Leo gave a tiny nervous smile. Maybe no? Now the problem was even bigger. The badge was missing, the toy mouse was missing, and Mr. Whiskers was sitting on top of the bookshelf like a king. Meow. Leo, this is why everything needs a home. Oh, a home? Yes, crayons live in the crayon box. Books live on the shelf. Shoes live by the door. Toys live in the toy basket. When things go back to their homes, we can always find them. Leo looked at the mess again. Then he stood tall like a real hero. Captain Rainbow has a new mission. Operation Put It Back. Leo, Mia, and Mom started cleaning. They put crayons in the crayon box. Crayons, back to your colorful castle. They put books on the shelf. Books, back to your story tower. They put toy cars in the toy garage. Cars, park safely. They put socks in the drawer. Socks, no more flying adventures. As Leo cleaned, he found the toy mouse under a pile of building blocks. Found it! Leo gently shook the toy mouse. Here, Mr. Whiskers, come down, please. Mr. Whiskers looked at the toy mouse. His eyes got big. He jumped down, dropped the golden badge, and chased the toy mouse around the room. My badge! Leo picked it up and smiled. Captain Rainbow is back. But then, Leo looked at the clock. Oh no, we're late! Mom smiled and held up her keys. Not late yet, because guess what? My keys were right where they belong. By the door. Exactly. Leo quickly wore his cape, shield, and golden badge. Then he looked at his clean room. For the first time, everything was in its place, and it felt wonderful. At school, Leo proudly marched in the costume parade. Leo, you look like a true hero. Leo smiled. I learned that real heroes don't just save the day. They put things back where they belong. Everyone clapped. When Leo came home, he took off his shoes and placed them neatly by the door. He put his cape in the closet. He put his badge in a small special box. And when Mr. Whiskers carried the toy mouse away, Leo followed him and placed it back in the basket.
All done.
Wow, Leo, you remembered!
Hi, Mr. Whiskers.
Of course. Everything has a home.
From that day on, Leo still played, painted, built, jumped, laughed, and imagined amazing adventures. But when he finished using something, he always put it back in its place. Because Leo had learned a very important lesson. When we put things back where they belong, they don't get lost, they don't make trouble, and they are ready for the next adventure. Leo, remember, friends, after you use something, put it back in its home. And that was the day Leo became not just Captain Rainbow, but Captain Tidy Rainbow. Leo, Mia, and Mr. Whiskers, hooray! Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Rainbow Rider and hit the bell icon to get every update. The end.